Hi everybody, it's Peter Zallen's Griniflix Adventure 8 and welcome back to another video. You know that I'm back now in Sydney after my epic 5-week journey across Australia, 15,000 kilometres. And yeah, so opportunity to reflect on some of the equipment that I was using and what made a difference in this trip as well. And one of the biggest things that made a difference was having a power station. This is the one that I've got here in my troopy. It's the iTechWorld 1300p. But in addition to that, what I was also carrying was the iTechWorld JS80 jump starter and also lithium battery pack. So these are both lithium battery packs. This was the main one that I used for the trip. Now, the big difference that this trip had was that instead of using gas cooking or liquid fuel cooking, I used induction cooking. That's the reason why I had this power station. In this video, I'm going to just have a look to see what else could I have done with my jump starter. Could this also be an additional source for power to run my Engel refrigerator? Everything's going electric these days. Electric cars, electric this, electric that, electric scooters, electric motorcycles. So it makes sense to sort of work out how you're going to do your outback travel, four-wheel driving, camping, whatever. Power with lithium power supply, I guess. Well, however the power supply arrives. But yeah, so everything's going electric. So a lot of technology has been evolving over the years, and everything's becoming much more affordable and practical. But I think when you're going outback travel and you're using different appliances like refrigerators and lights and cookers, induction cookers, you're always concerned about, do you have enough power to survive the camping event or whatever? And when you want to start up your vehicle, do you have enough battery power to start it up as well? So in the past, it's always been dual battery systems, but now that we've got power stations, you can still obviously have your dual battery system, but then power stations offer that extra level of flexibility and peace of mind that you're going to have enough power to handle every situation. Now, I have some good news for you. I am an affiliate of iTechWorld. Now, what that means is that I can give you a discount code, and if there's anything on their website, you can buy stuff online, or you can give them a call or actually go into their store in Western Australia, in Perth. And if you use the Adventure 8 discount code, you'll get an additional discount on top of whatever promotions are going on at the time. That can save you maybe 5% in addition to whatever else is happening. So that's significant if you are after lithium power, lithium batteries for your camping, four-wheel drive camper, or power stations or solar blankets or any sorts of accessories. It's across the range, well, all the products that iTechWorld offer. So the discount code is just Adventure and then number 8, Adventure 8. Just put it in there, check it out, go onto their website, buy what you want, go to the shopping cart, there'll be a promotion code where you can put in Adventure 8, you get your discount. Couldn't be any simpler. That also helps out my channel and helps me produce content for you guys. So the having the jump starter, that's a big game changer as well. It means I know that I can run down all my batteries, and in the worst case scenario, if I don't have enough cranking power in my car battery, then I've got the jump starter as a backup, just to give that extra boost to get the car started. Once you get the car started, you can just then charge everything up quite easily. Alright, so the jump starter has its own attachment here, so you can put it onto the battery and use it as a jump starter. But it's a bit of an experiment, and also I can use it for running the refrigerator. So first things first, let's just see what sort of power is drawn by the refrigerator when I connect it up to the 1300p. I normally run the refrigerator off the dual battery, so that works fine, but what we'll do is we'll run it off the 1300p now. Now putting that in, turning it on, and we've got action. So the Engel is, what's it pulling right now? So that's not drawing a lot of power, so 50 odd watts. When it reaches operating temperature, then the fridge will switch off and then you're not drawing power. Alright, so that's pretty straightforward. Let's connect up instead this little device here. Now, this is 1300 watts. Now what that means as far as these ratings are concerned is that if you're using 1300 watts constantly, then you will have 1 hour of power supply. This is the jump start is rated at 80 watts, and that's what that means is, or 88 watt hours. So that means if you were using 88 watts, then you would have 1 hour of use. And now that's using up around 50 watts. So if you were to operate the fridge, you would be able to operate the fridge for about 1.5 hours. So we've got the output here. That's where you would put in your jump starter leads if you're jump starting, but then you've got other outlets here. You've got a DC outlet, a USB outlet, 2 USB outlets, and also a PD USB 3 type connection, I think it is. iTech pouch. I've also got this here, which is a 12 volt cigarette lighter and a DC connector. So I'll be able to just put that in like that. Okay, turn it on, and then I can just basically connect this up. Simple as that. The Engel fridges are so quiet you can hardly hear that it's operating. Still got a little bit of power there, so what I might do is I might charge this unit up as well and then do some more testing. But yeah, so I think yeah, that little JS80 is good for running in the fridge. So I mean, the reality is I'm gonna have to do some tests to see how long in practical aspects you could be running the fridge at, if you want to say take the fridge down to about 4 degrees. But I reckon you get more than 1.5 hours, maybe about 2 or 3 hours, I'd say. But anyway, we'll do a bit of a test on that one. Alright, so there's my fridge. Current temperature is 15 degrees. So right now we've got 100% capacity, and we'll turn on the fridge. So I know that the fridge setting is just between 1 and 2, and that should take it close to, you know, 2 degrees, 3 degrees or thereabouts. So we're starting at 15. So the fridge is working. Yep, definitely working. All right, so, and then we'll start the timer. We know that the fridge draws anything between 20 and 50 or 60 watts at any particular time, depending on how the compressor is working. And yeah, there you go. We'll see how long this lasts. Not too hot day right now. Outside temperature 23 degrees, 24 degrees. So it's quite a mild day. So under those conditions, we'll see. I reckon it's going to last about 3 hours, I would say. Okay, I shall return. Alright, so half hour has passed. Let's see what the situation is. It's down to 1 degree and the fridge is still operating. Let's have a look to see what's happening here. So right now we're still at 100%. Reset the timer for another half hour and I'll check back. So far so good. Okay, so we are 1 hour into the experiment. I suspect this is going to go much longer. I wouldn't be surprised if it's actually going to, the JS80 is going to operate the fridge probably for another 4 hours, I would imagine. Once it reaches operating temperature on a day like today, I think it's just going to go for a long, long time. Alright, so what's happening now? Okay, and power. Alright, well we're down to 75% as far as the indicator is concerned. Temperature is 0.7. Alright, well we'll leave that at that. We will return maybe in an hour. So 2 hours has passed. Now just an update on temperatures. Inside the car the temperature is 23.4 and the outside temperature has dropped. It's dropped to about 19. So let's go check the fridge status. Alright, so we're down to 50%. So it looks like it's using about 25% per hour at this rate. We'll come back in another hour. I suspect it'll be down to about 25%. Alright, 3 hours and counting. Let's see what the status is. Alright, well it's just showing 50%, so again I'm not sure how this works, but anyway, that's what it says. The temperature here is showing 0.2. Inside temperature is 22. Come back in another hour, I suppose. Let's see how we go. It's been 4 hours now. And let's have a look at the status. Okay, we're down to 25%. So I'm guessing it's probably got maybe an hour before the voltage either will turn off or be too low. I think with the lithium batteries, it maintains voltage all the time, so it just literally should cut off. But anyway, we'll run it until it's dry and then let's see what happens. Okay, 5 hours. Is it still operating? Okay, let's turn on some lights. All right. Okay. So what do we notice straight away? Fridge temperature is starting to go up, which means the fridge is turned off. And we have no more power. That's it. We're done. So the magic number seems to be more than 4 hours and less than 5 hours for the JS80, which is pretty good, I think, running a fridge. So at least I know that that's a good backup for at least 2 or 3 hours. All right, so now I've got to charge that up and then everything will be fine. I think that was a good outcome. So it's good to know that the JS80 is good for something else other than just the jump starter. It does have another thing here, and that is a light. Voila. So that's pretty useful. Yeah, so to charge this up, you've got a couple of devices. You've got a cigarette lighter that you can plug in. You've also got a 240 volt adapter here, and then you can use your USB 3 connectors here to just connect up to that, and then also connect up to your jump starter here like that, and then that will charge up. Now if you decide to use these adapters, either the cigarette lighter or the 240 volt, then that's going to charge at about 15 watts. So to get up to 80 or 88 watts, it's going to take about 5 or 6 hours. The alternative is to plug it into the power station, in which case here I've got the 1300p, and use the 60 watt outlet there, in which case this will charge up in about 1.5 hours to 2 hours. So all in all, a pretty useful device, both in starting the car, a torch, and also operating your fridge as an emergency backup power supply, giving you about 4 hours of operation. It does of course depend on the ambient temperature. If it's much hotter, it's going to be less. If it's much colder, it's going to be longer. Hope you found that useful. If it's the first time to my channel, you haven't already subscribed, then do press subscribe, press notifications, and you'll be notified when the next video is out. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. That's how you support the channel as well. And if you're after a power station, a lithium battery, backup devices, solar blankets, connectors, accessories, whatever, then check out iTechWorld. If there's something that you like there on their website or in their store, or when you give them a call and you want to purchase something, then just use the Adventure 8 discount code and you'll get an additional discount to whatever is going on at the time. Anyway, Thanks again for watching. See you on the next video. Cheers. Bye.